Welcome back, Best Uni crew. It's Sugar. So coming on, and I wanted to teach y'all how to make your own stencils. And I think I'm gonna start out with something simple, something small. That way it won't overwhelm so many people. Um, this was the most simple image I can find. I got one in mind that I was gonna do that I have done before. But I'm gonna just keep it simple for some people. Now, I'm gonna have to walk out through different steps. First step, I cleaned the image, but I only cleaned the black line. So this is how I got the box around mine already. But for the ones who don't know how to do that, I'm going to just remove the box and I'm gonna have this image here. And I'm gonna grab a shape. This is just in case you are still hitting the white background on yours. So I'm gonna just grab a square, right? I'm gonna take my lipstick and I'm gonna slice it inside that square. So I'm gonna put it in there on top of the square. And I'm gonna go to action. I'm gonna make sure all of it is highlighted and I'm gonna go to slice. So now the image is sliced. I don't need these because I want it to look like this. So what I'm going to do now, in order to get me a stencil, I'm gonna have to keep the lipstick parts together with the out of the box area. So I will have to grab a shape, which I grab square for everything. And I make it skinny enough to put as a closure. So I'm going to turn it sideways and I'm going to connect each side to each other, like the box and the lipstick. Just like that. I'm going to make a lot of copies of the little square because I'm going to have to close off a lot of areas just like that. So you just want to put them, everywhere that you want to connect. It's so small. So you grab a shape. You'll put them right here. I will put one here. I mean, you can make it long enough to reach the other side too. Like if, you want it, but sometimes the middle is better. So I go like this. And you don't have to do attach on both sides. You just do it on one. But I mean, like, I want to make sure it's not going to come loose if I do it with paper or vinyl. So I want to be able to, size it to fit both areas. So I'm just going to get my little shape and I'm going to cover this bottom one across like that. Those two right there need to be crossing top and bottom, but it got to be connected like onto the other piece. I'm going to do this side here. I'm going to need that one. I'm going to do another one over here. Just kind of upwards. Like, you don't have to do this, but you have to connect it in order to make a stencil. So what you want to do is you want to connect everything. Make the line as skinny as possible. And just connect it to where it'll be all together. So I got one there. I mean, like, you can close off as many sections as you like. I use, I don't even know the name of the stuff. It's just some clear, whatever stencil's made out of. I actually make my stencils out of those, but I'm just going to use paper today just to show y'all. This ain't what I want as a stencil. So you want to make sure everything is highlighted. You want to make sure all your squares are crossing each path. Make sure it's closing off but touching the other box that's across from it. Okay, so you're going to highlight all of it. Everything needs to be highlighted. You're going to go to action and you're going to go to weld. Now, on a laptop, it's just weld. So So it should look like this. Everything should be attached. It looks like it's sliced, but it's not. It is, but it, you know. So what you want to do now, you'll make it, well, it's saying too big. So you'll make it up a normal size. And then you go to, that's too little. But if you want the little, you can do it. You go like, I'm going to have to do something like 8 by 10 or something. 8 by 11 because I'm going to do it on cardstock just to show you. So I'm going to go to my edit. I'm going to change the numbers on it. It's like this, and hopefully the paper fits. So I'm going to take it to the Cricut and I'm going to cut. So now I got my cardstock loaded into my Cricut, and now we're just going to cut. Okay, so I'm recording from my iPad, so that's why y'all look so up and down. But okay, so just pull it up, throw away what you don't need. And as you can see, it's been cut. Okay, so what you want to do is just pick it up. Yeah, I did it wrong. I forgot to connect one side, y'all. Well, it's connected on one side. Let me get my last stencil thingy. You gotta be careful too if you do it with paper. This is the cardstock, but still, you still want to be careful. That's why I say it's best to close it off in a lot of areas, because you don't want to pull it too much because your lines are very thin. You don't want them to be too thick either. Okay. Okay, so let me show you the difference. This is my lipstick stencil here. This is the stencil here. You see it only cut this part out of there. Like that's the throwaway. This here is where you want to put on a canvas or something. Now you see that top part is hanging. That's because, but you know, when I did that line, I thought I connect that side too. So that's why I say run it all the way across to connect it. That way it won't be dangling. You get what I'm saying? But thank God I did it down here and right here. So that's the only reason why that got saved. That one look like it got torn a little bit too. So you can do the line a little thicker. I just don't like mine to be seen for real. So I'm gonna do a little paint demonstration just to show you. So let me get some paint. I'm gonna put my stencil on top of the paper. And I got some paint. And I'm just gonna paint. So I'll place my stencil where I want it to go. And then you see everything got its lines and space through it. And I'm just gonna put a little paint on here. Oh Lord, I don't waste too much. And I'm just gonna stencil it on there. I didn't waste too much out. So hopefully it don't do too much damage. Like looking trashy. And then you can also tape it down so it won't get no stuff behind it. Okay. You leave it down, let it dry, but you know me, I'm just like, ugh. So yeah, I have waste more than I would like to have waste. So yeah, so tape the stencil down, but you see how mine came out. But it does work, and then this, you know, is paper. I usually use that hard thing. But yeah, I hope that helps someone. And if I need to do another one to explain it a little better, but watch it a couple times. Don't be skipping. And if it's something that you didn't understand, just tell me and I'll try to explain it again. But see, you can make your own stencils. Y'all have a blessed one.